you wanted cake, you got cake. Now eat it.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! I am your mother!
We'll be just fine.
Iron Man.
What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Sooplex, and welcome back to the Sooperplex Podcast. I am your host, Tyler Sooplex, here with my good friend, Isaac Sooperkick.
What's good? What's going on this week, Tyler?
Dude, there's a lot that has happened in the movie world, and let me just say this. I am happy coming out of today because I received word, and by received word, I mean I saw it on Twitter like everybody else. I received word that Spider-Man Brand New Day has officially wrapped up filming in Glasgow, Scotland, which means I won't have to keep seeing spoilers, leaks, and propaganda on my timeline going forward.
Yeah, they got annoying.
Yes, it
for
was
sure.
getting every fucking
We saw
day,
the movie
bro.
already.
Every day
Through the
on my
lens
timeline.
of the betrayers.
I love Spider-Man, but every day on my timeline, it was nothing but new pictures and new videos. I'm like, I don't want to see the movie before it comes out, dude. Get this shit off my timeline.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, it
Brand
wrapped
New
up
Day
filming
is
in Scotland. So I'm gonna need.
Imagine it's all like a commercial for the new iPhone camera.
So I'm gonna need Disney to go ahead and record the rest of this on a sound stage where no one else can see the rest of this shit, okay? All this is going directly onto a sound stage. So all of Act 2, Act 3, sound stage. I don't want to see no other leaks. I done seen another leak from Avengers Doomsday of a certain actor, a big actor from, you know, a certain Marvel film that's gonna be in it. Pissing me off, bro. As much as I want to come on here and talk about all this stuff, I know a lot of you don't want to hear about it. You don't want to hear the spoilers. I mean, maybe some of you want to hear spoilers, have a discussion about it. I personally don't want to see all of that. I want to be surprised. But it's almost like being a wrestling fan again. It's almost like being a wrestling not again. It's almost like being a wrestling fan and you go on Twitter and then you see Brock Lesnar rumored to be backstage at SummerSlam, like, and then all of a sudden he debuts, and it's like, oh,
They're caught in the parking lot.
yeah, god, they're caught in the park, and it's like, oh god damn it, I thought this was lying. I thought these were all lies, and it's true.
Right.
You know, so it like I said, it's a very bittersweet thing because it's like it's cool to come on here and talk about it, but at the same time, as a fan of the franchise, I don't want to keep seeing all the stuff from the movies come out a year and a half before the movie releases. But I don't know. My man, Sooperkick, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about leaks and all this stuff coming out? Like, the driving up buzz, we understand it, but what is your standpoint? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
All in the same boat. Why ruin the magic? Keep it in your phone gallery. You know, keep it in the moment. And you know, every day, literally every day, including news we'll get to later today on
every brand new day.
Added to it, a big deal that the streets are talking. You know, like I think that they're gonna just knock it out the park. We're still gonna, at the end of the day, we're gonna enjoy it. You know. Obviously, people behind the scenes, they can't control themselves, but
everyone wants to be first.
Let's see how
to break
good
the
it
news,
is first.
So, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, no one can hear this, but there are fireworks going on outside of my house. I don't know why there are fireworks going off on August the 15th.
I can't even tell.
Okay,
I can't even tell.
I can hear it, and it's bugging me. But we need to get on to another topic.
Is someone's birthday?
As someone, I don't know, it was not mine. As someone who has seen Weapons twice, Isaac here has finally seen Weapons once. So, I already said I thoroughly enjoyed Weapons. The first time I saw it, I was mind blown. I was confused, but I came away with a understanding that I appreciated the score, the cinematography, the editing, the acting. Like from a production standpoint, I thoroughly enjoyed Weapons. From a story perspective, I was very confused. I'm like, I need to see this again. Like, for me, there are like 2 movies where I feel like I need to rewatch right away. Either I genuinely love this movie and I need to consume it a second time while it's in theaters, or I have a bunch of questions and it only can be answered if I see it again. And it fell into the second ballpark, but a second rewatch definitely benefited me a lot because I feel like, I don't want to say I learned more, but I had a better understanding of what's going on, and I kind of accepted that there are questions coming out of it, because at the end of the day in real life, we don't get resolved stories. We don't get to see, you know, the happy ending, the brighter side of the rainbow. We don't get to see all this happy real life. Sometimes tragic shit happens, and that's just the end of the story. Or we don't get to see how people recover from the trauma. What are the after effects? Like, that's life. So I think the first time I saw it, you know, I think everyone, myself included, was expecting either a happy ending or at least a sad ending. Not like this open-ended, kind of loosely, you know, delivered ending. And it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, I don't think it's an ending that us as viewers are very much used to having. We're used to that conclusive send-off that we get from movies, and I think that's something that Weapons gave us, that as time is going on, I kind of can appreciate about Zach Regger and his work, because he kind of did a similar thing with Barbarian. Even though Barbarian, I would say, was more conclusive, you know, we still had a lot of questions coming out of Barbarian, and we get to see it at Weapons, and I feel like that is just his directorial style. So that's something that I will get used to going forward watching his movies, because I want to see more of his movies, because this is not a second movie I came out of and I'm like, I enjoyed this. He's etching his name in the horror genre, I feel like. But I've been going on long enough. Isaac, this was your first time seeing Weapons, brother. Come on, tell the people. What did you think? What did you think? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it?
Oh man,
what are your thoughts?
Dog, it was a ride. It was better than the line in Six Flags. It was good. It was gritty. Some might say ugly because of Gladys.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that this movie was a pure example of the public wanting to see something original again, wanting to see something that isn't a sequel or prequel or superhero movie. This is an alternative that was also homage to the older 80s, 90s horror genres. Movies like The Shining, you know, movies like Evil Dead, movies that are gruesome and not afraid to be as creative as this is. And Zach Regger, man, home run. I understand why you saw it twice. At first I was like, why do you see it twice? And I was like, oh, there's arcs in this. Oh, they have reoccurring scenes
stories here
that equate to what the previous scene was. I don't remember the last time I saw a movie like this. I don't remember the last time I saw not just a horror, but a thriller, a good thriller. And, you know, Warner Bros, you're absolutely killing it this season. The actors are great. The cinematography was unexpectedly tremendous. My favorite scene was probably Justine walking to the liquor store. You know, the
wait, because she did it twice.
The guy,
she's walking into the liquor store to buy liquor.
The first time after the first time after the press conference.
Okay.
And she was just getting something, and it was a lot of people watching won't recall this because how it was in the beginning of the movie. That was all one shot.
Yeah, continuous shot, bro.
They panned the camera. Yeah, it was a continuous. I'm not talking 20, 30 seconds. This is like a minute and a half shot of them following her, just stressed and filled with emotion and just, you know, pissed off from the story of the missing kids, and little stuff like that shows the detail in this. You know, this movie's like a pie. Like, you could tell it was made with love. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I really like Weapons. I enjoyed Weapons. I honestly, I want to give it 5, but I feel like I'd be glazing, so I want to give it a good like 4.8 because I feel like they could have definitely extended the ending of it.
4.8. You're one of
what happens
them.
after.
You're one of them. You don't want to give it a 4.5 or a 5. You gotta give those. You gotta
fair.
give those extra numbers. Ew, bro. Commit to a half or commit to a whole.
Like, I think.
Pause.
Yeah, it was a big swerve at the end. It was a big plot twist. You know, very very reminiscent of like a Pulp Fiction. You know what I'm saying? All intertwining towards the end. What happens after? I think it's a good thing that it ended how it ended because not every ending has to be happy la la la. No, this one ended where the kids are just like dumbfounded, like just absolute vegetables, and you don't know how they're gonna recover from all of this. And I loved it. Yeah, I don't see them making a sequel, but Zach Greger, you shine in this one, my friend. Kudos to you.
You know, I'm in the boat of, you know, not everything needs sequel, like everyone always says. Everything doesn't need a sequel, and I don't think that this movie needs a sequel. That being said, I do think this movie could benefit from a prequel. And that is where we get into our first article that I got for you here. And that is that a Weapons prequel movie is reportedly in the works. And the focus of this movie will be on the character, the villain of the movie, Aunt Gladys. So, listen. I think this works. I think
hide your hair.
And Aunt Gladys or Aunt Gladys prequel works. So that way, because there's a lot of questions we came out of Weapons with, and most of them center around Gladys and the witchcraft. Number one, where did the witchcraft, how does she get into the witchcraft, witchery that she is now? Two, we understand, at least from visually, that she came in sick, and that's why she wore the wig, because she was going bald. But as she brought the kids in to the cellar, and she was weaponizing them, she started slowly but surely growing hair. She started growing dreads for some fucking reason too. I don't know, maybe she has some black roots that I don't know about, but she started growing her hair back, and she started looking a little bit younger. I mean, she was able to fucking dart off at the end of the movie, so she wasn't that damn weak. But I mean, how does that work exactly? Is she... I can't say she's consuming the kids, because obviously the kids look perfectly fine when they left. But is she just sucking their life form out in a different way that we're not seeing on screen? Was she going to kill them off? We don't really know. The bell, there's a 6 and a triangle on it. I have no idea what the 6 and a triangle means. I don't know why it works the way it does. Even the stick. What's the story behind the stick and the snap and all that stuff? We don't get the how this all happened, how we got here, why. We don't get a who, why, what, where. We don't get a lot of stuff here. Dude. They just kind of throw you in there this is what it is, and this is what you're going to deal with. And I'm like, okay, I'll accept this. But I would like to also know why and what's going on. And I think one of the biggest questions I have coming out of this is, at the very end of the movie, the narrator says that Alex Lilly went to go live with his other aunts, who's a lot nicer. So, is the entire family witches? Because if he went to go live with her other aunt, but he's still feeding his parents, I would like to assume that the other aunt either maybe she's the only witch in the family, because the mom didn't seem to be a witch, or didn't even seem to know too much about Aunt Gladys, at least from what the father described to us. So, is she really even related to them? Did she trick them into saying, I don't know. There's so much to answer here. But I think we can get a lot of answers from a prequel. And listen, what's her name? Not Mary Magdalene. Mary Madigan, I believe her name is. I thought she killed it as Aunt Gladys. So, I'm all for it. Get her some work, because I want to see her in more movies. Isaac, what do you think?
That's right. Aunt Gladys is my sleep paralysis demon, yes. I think that the other aunt's a lot nicer, probably makes a different kind of soup. No chicken noodles in that household. But I really think that a prequel would be better off than a sequel. This leaves a bunch of questions. Again, another reason why I love the ending, where she gets trampled by, spoiler, sorry, womp womp. The kids just brutalized her. And you got a good point with the narration towards the end. We don't know if the whole family is from Halloween Town. We don't know. Alex, are you up next? Alex picked up real quick. Yeah,
he was. Alex, y'all gotta give Alex some more credit, because he learned. He said
real quick. I'm gonna stay away from that guy in class. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of test he's taking. He's passing them all though. But I think that there's definitely something you could branch off of in the upcoming years to Weapons, and it was a complete success. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Weapons is a very good success, as Isaac said. I believe it's doing $100 million in the box office right now, coming out of its first and second week. I think it probably could close out at like 200. I think even, or maybe like 175.
Original horror, dude. I haven't felt like this since Talk to Me, and honestly, to see an original written horror rarely getting the attention this one's getting, like, that's impressive. That you can't take that away from Zach. He did a tremendous job directing this. Yeah. Dude. And then Warner Bros. Again.
Hey, we bought Atty. You know, you said Warner Brothers. Let's talk about Warner Brothers here. Warner Brothers has been having a huge year for themselves. I mean, if you run down the line, the year started off with a Minecraft movie, which it seems like a lot of people are just discounting now. But a Minecraft movie is Warner Brothers Pictures. And it was the highest grossing Warner Brothers movie of the year so far. And it probably will end up being the most highest grossing movie by the end of the year, I'll be honest. It probably will be at $900 million.
Kids love it.
Kids love it, and they will probably get a sequel. But after a Minecraft movie, we got into motherfucking Sinners, which just took the entire world by storm. Everybody, mostly everybody, but everybody loves Sinners. I mean, Michael B. Jordan is going for Best Actor. Ryan Coogler going for Best Director. I said it last week. This is going to sweep the Oscars. I'm calling it. I'm saying it. I'm manifesting it. One movie I did miss. I gotta say, I did miss this movie. It came out in February, and that is a thing about movies that come out early in the year, is that it gets lost upon us sometimes. But Mickey 17, another movie where one actor portrays two different people, that being Robert Pattinson playing Mickey 17, Mickey 18, and also 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Naomi Ackie was great. Obviously, you have the power duo of Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette, my goat Toni Collette. But after that, you had the F1 the movie with Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, and I thought they were both really good. I wasn't enamored with F1, but you know, I saw it in Dolby Cinema, and the sound was immaculate, and the visuals were fantastic. Just from a story standpoint, I didn't really care, but everything else about it was great. And then after that, we got Superman, which has all but revived DC for a lot of people, including myself, who was a DC baby and just became an MCU adult, but now it has roped us all back in. And then right after Superman, we just get Weapons, and Weapons is now taking the world by storm for being original horror, the first original horror since Sinners, that's been basically dunking on the box office. And then right after Weapons, we're getting another horror movie from Warner Brothers that will be Conjuring: The Last Rites, and I'm sure that will do really good as well, because the Conjuring IP is a pretty strong one for Warner Brothers. That's going to close out at 7 films this year, and I think it has been their strongest year in several years. Isaac, I'm going to put it over to you, man. Have you seen the Warner Brothers 6? Have you seen the Sinister 6, all 6 of the films?
I have, and
you've seen the Sinister 6?
I have, and there's also, yes, and there's also one more you actually left out on the list.
Oh no,
I don't mean to burst the bubble, but Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, right, I did leave out Final Destination. Oh my god, dude!
It wasn't my favorite Final Destination, but did amazing numbers.
It did, and listen, I enjoyed myself in Final Destination. Wait, hold on. Where's my I had a poster.
What do you thought about Bloodlines?
Wait, no. Wait, here it is. It's falling apart. Oh my god, it's falling apart. But on my, I don't know if you guys can see it here, but it was a what is this? Karrion Kross. He has it in his theme song. Goes TikTok. What is it? An hourglass. It's an hourglass theme from Final Destination. Oh my god, it's falling apart. I'm putting this now. It's theme from Final Destination Bloodlines. And I got that when I went to the screening of it. And I enjoyed Final Destination Bloodlines. I think it's one of the best of the franchise. You could argue the best, second best, maybe behind Final Destination or Final Destination 3. But that being said, it's the Sinister 7 now, because I did miss one. I apologize. Isaac, I'll put it off to you. Could you rank all 7 of them? Or, at the very least, could you give us your top 5 Warner Brothers movies of the year so far?
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, absolutely. Top five from bottom to the top. Number five. Number five, F1 wasn't really big on the story, but cinematically and visually, like very, very captivating film. Number four, I would give it to. I'd give it to Final Destination just because of the franchise,
Mm-hmm.
the legacy behind it, and also the traumatization it has upon a new generation now. I would say number three, man. Yeah, number three, Minecraft. Just because I'm a Jack Black mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Number two, Weapons, and number one, Superman.
Damn, you left Sinners off the list completely?
I left Sinner out,
Dude.
bro. Yeah, bro.
Oh man, they gonna come for
Everyone's
you in the
gonna say
comments,
the same
bro.
thing, honestly.
They gonna come for you.
Listen, Minecraft, I had a good time.
Number one Sinners hate over here. Oh my lord.
No.
Super Sinner Isaac over here. Lord Jesus. Alright. Anyway, into my top five. At number five, I have F1. Even though I said I wasn't like the biggest fan of the story, it was still a good story. And like I said, I saw it in Dolby Cinema. I felt completely immersed, like I was there driving the F1 vehicle with Brad Pitt. I was locked in when I was there watching that movie. So I gotta put it at number five. At number four, I have Mickey 17. I know it happened early in the year, and I forgot it was actually on the list because it happened early in the year. But it was a great film that I don't think a lot of people talk about. Maybe it'll get some more buzz close to the end of the year. Hopefully it does not get forgotten about come Oscar season. Because I think Robert Pattinson could be going for Best Actor. And he wouldn't win, but I think he should have been nominated or get a shout for it. Bong Joon-ho probably will get a shout for Best Director too. Number three, I have Weapons. Weapons just came out and I thoroughly enjoyed the movie once again. I can't sing enough good praises about it. Number two will be Superman, another movie which I absolutely loved. It actually just released on digital today, so if you guys have not seen Superman in theaters, you can now rent or buy it on Amazon or Fandango or wherever you buy your movies online. I'm a big advocate for buying physical media, but also go ahead and do what you want with that information. And number one is Sinners. Now, I know Isaac hates Sinners, but I love me some Sinners. And I think it is going to be, again, a Oscar sweep, an easy sweep for Sinners. That's my top five Warner Brothers movies of the year. So, Isaac, so why do you hate Sinners? Why do you hate Michael B. Jordan?
I don't hate Sinners. It just didn't really. I don't know. Like, it's such a broad comparison with all the other films that it just didn't make it in mine.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't enjoy it as much as you did.
We'll agree to disagree, I guess. All right, well, while we're on the topic of Warner Brothers films, we'll talk about Superman a little bit more. We just got some word from the big man himself, James Gunn, yesterday, that we're not just getting just a standalone Superman film. We're getting a Superman saga. He said it's already in the works, and the next film will be going into production very, very soon, which tells me you don't have to cast people. You probably already got casted, and you probably already have on call. So I think for sure we are getting a Superman 2 or a Superman sequel within the next 2 to 3 years. Isaac, how do you feel about the Superman saga? And if you could give us a little bit of a let's throw your Booker cap on. Like you're a wrestling promoter or something. Throw your Booker cap on. If you're James Gunn and you're producing for DC, what does your Superman saga look like? What kind of projects are you growing up over there? What does your 5-year plan look like if you're running DC? And while you do that, I'm going to go turn my air conditioner off. I thought I turned it off, but it's still going.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Oh, man. What do I think about the Superman saga? I mean, I think you shouldn't rush with the upcoming films. It's obviously a hit, but you don't want to ruin the original piece. I think that they're also going to mix it in with other films. I also heard that he's getting into a possible Wonder Woman film that's in the works right now. Mm-hmm. And then you obviously have Supergirl with the ending of the last Superman film. I like the foreshadowing. I like the the intertwining. I just wouldn't rush it. I would definitely give it more of a reason and introduce possibly more DC heroes / villains in the next one, like what they did with the Justice Gang. That was pretty fun. Maybe a Justice Gang movie. Who knows? I love that he's going to capitalize on the previous film. Don't rewrite what's not broken is my worry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do too much. I mean, you could even base one off of Lex. You could just make a arc out of that. Yeah, I see a second Superman obviously coming, probably like 3 years, but what is Lex going to do is the question. They just locked him up in the last film.
Yeah, but I'm sure Malicious Joker, he'll find his way out. He'll escape some way. But
Exactly.
much like yourself, I think, well, for certain, he didn't say it verbatim, but the Superman 2 movie is for sure coming. I think we could definitely see ourselves getting a Justice Gang series or movie. Probably more so a series. I don't think they need a whole movie dedicated to them, because I think 5 years from now we're getting a Justice League movie, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. I can see a Lex Luthor series possibly being in the works. He's locked up now, but he will find his way out. Yeah, he's gonna find his way out. He hates Superman that much. Yeah, whether he's got to pay somebody off or he's got to get maybe something from the Joker, he and the Joker team up to get himself. I don't know. Who knows? But I think we're definitely the Superman saga. It's what I don't want to say it's the bread and butter of DC Comics. It really isn't. But this can be basically what you're building the DC studios off of, because that's the first commercial success for them is Superman. Obviously, you have the Batman, which people don't want to hear. Some people don't want to hear. But I think Robert Pattinson making a cameo of Superman 2 don't sound like a bad idea, if you ask me. Wait, why you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head?
I just feel like there's been so many Batmans where it's just, man. I like that the attempt that they're trying to rewrite it in a possible more grungier, serious manner. But Pattinson could have DC casted a better Batman. Sooplex.
A better Batman? You don't think he's a good Batman? Not good enough Batman?
I didn't say it.
Okay. Here.
I was born
Is he my favorite Batman? No. Is he my second favorite Batman? Probably not. Is he my third favorite Batman? If I think hard enough, maybe. But Robert Pattinson, I think, is a good, young, inexperienced Batman who is still trying to figure out what his identity is and how to motion through life, trying to juggle being Batman and Bruce Wayne. I think for what he is doing right now with the script given to him and with the character variation of Batman that he's getting, I think he's doing a good job. Now, I haven't seen the Batman in a couple of years. I think maybe in the next few days I'm going to rewatch it. Maybe my opinion might change on how I feel about Pattinson. But I thought he's really good. I don't really see the need to recast. Well, first of all, I don't think they're going to recast him because they're rewriting it. They're not recasting him. But the real thing people want is they want a different and separate Batman for the DCU. A lot of people don't want Pattinson in the DCU. They want to keep the Batman universe completely separate from the DC universe, and they want to make sure they're separate. And they would say, hey, you can have the Batman, because there's no way you're going to have a DC universe and no fucking Batman. That doesn't make any sense, and that would never work. You can have the Batman, but you got to recast it. And I think that's a lot of work. And I'm not going to say, oh, people be confused, because obviously you can tell that one Batman is for one Batman is for the actual universe. But it's unnecessary when you already have one. You already are doing this reset, this fresh new start with DC. Obviously, this Batman is the part of the previous guard of DC. Not the DCEU proper, because he was never incorporated into that universe, but of the old guard DC. Now, with this being a younger Batman, we already got a younger Superman, and we're getting a younger version of the Justice Gang. Why not have the Young Justice League? I'm not understanding why we need to go and just shake up the whole, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And listen, I don't think the entire case needs to be that way, because I did also see a post that James Gunn is possibly looking to bring back Idris Elba and what's her name? Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. So if he's willing to bring them back as their previous characters from the DCEU, then the door is possibly open for other characters from the DCEU to either make a comeback or be recasted in different roles. Now, I hope this doesn't extend out to someone like a Gal Gadot. That's just me. Or Ezra Miller. I think they should be recasted. If you're doing like a core Justice League, I would go with the whole new core Justice League except for the Batman. Just keep him as is. Here's the thing. I said this before, I'll say it again. The Justice League, I think, is a 5-year plan. I think by the time we get to 2030, we'll see a formidable Superman, Batman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
We gotta remember that. We gotta circle back to this moment.
5 years ago, we will get 5 years from now, we'll get a Justice League. Hopefully earlier than that, but you gotta remember, it's 2025, and movies don't just get popped out like that. So if it took them this long to make a Superman, they're making a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow next year, they're making a Clayface next year or two, they're making a Peacemaker that's coming out in the next week or so. In 2027, the Batman's coming out, and I think another project is coming out. They're making a T-Titans movie that might be coming out in 2027 or 2028. Like, at earliest, you probably are looking at 2029 for a Justice League movie, because you still have to do a movie for Wonder Woman. You still gotta do a movie for Flash, because let's not make the same mistake we made with the DCEU, where we have Batman, Superman get their own movie, and then here's your Justice League movie. Fuck everybody else. Everybody else will get the movie after. That didn't make any damn sense to me. So build up everybody else first, and then make your Justice League movie. Or you have the Justice Gang. Maybe you can go all in with them and have a Justice Gang movie with Superman included, and then maybe then they stumble upon the Flash and all these other characters. I don't know, but I don't think we're getting a full-on Justice League movie until 2029, 2030, when I'm like 33 years old, which is crazy.
Good guess.
I know, I'm getting old, brother. I don't like it. But to circle back to my earlier points, I think DC's in good hands, and I'm excited to see where the Superman saga goes. Which leads me, I'm out of breath. I know I talk a lot. I'm sorry. Which leads me to the next movie I want to talk about. There's some news that dropped earlier today that made me so excited. It has nothing to do with DC. However, I think they can make something work, and I'll talk about it in a second. But for all of my 2000s babies, or even 90s babies, you may have grown up with an older sibling. An older sibling that introduced you to this series called Scary Movie. Not Scary Movies, but Scary Movie. I know my older sister one day was watching Scary Movie and said, "Hey, 6-year-old Sooplex, come watch this with me." And I was kind of shooting my eyes, and she was laughing. And I'm like, I don't know why this is so funny to you, but okay. Until there was one scene where Cindy was getting chased by Ghostface, and she throws her grandmother down the steps and throws a piano down the step. And I remember cackling and dying at the side of this piano going down the steps as Ghostface is running away. And that always has lived right through my head. And after that point, I'm like, okay, I gotta watch more of this. And then my mom's like, why are you watching this movie? No, don't watch this movie. And I said, oh, okay. And then when I became older, like I think like 10, 11 years old, that was around the time when they released Scary Movie 4. So that's when I started watching Scary Movie 2 and 3 and 4. And that's when I fell in love with the series Scary Movie. And then, let's not forget, in the late 2000s, parody movies were big. I mean, we had epic movie, disaster movie, date movie, dance flick.
It was the YouTube era.
Yes, the YouTube era was also
where it was Smosh, it was Niga Higa, it was Fred.
Yes,
and that was a big part of the culture that translated with Scary Movie and the parodies to come after that. Shout out Drake Bell.
Yes, the parody genre has since died off, which I think maybe this upcoming film might be a renaissance for, who knows. But all that being said, we do know that we are getting Scary Movie 6 next year, I believe next June or next July, which I was already super excited for. But question was swirling around, are we going to get the OG cast? Because in Scary Movie 5, which I didn't mention because no one likes Scary Movie 5. Scary Movie 5, we didn't get the OG cast. We got a whole new cast. Jazzy Tisdale and Charlie Sheen and all these people. Technically, Charlie Sheen was in 3, but I don't care.
Charlie Sheen.
But all these people, who cares? It was a bad movie. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but it was bad. But now we're getting Scary Movie 6, and people are saying, oh, Melissa Barrera, this person, that person, but we didn't know. Until today, Marlon Wayans posted on Instagram, we are getting a return of Anna Faris and Regina Hall reprising their roles of Cindy and Brenda in Scary Movie 6. And this made my whole day because they are the absolute bread, butter, cornerstone, and pillar of that franchise, right next to Marlon Wayans and Damon Wayans, who also are confirmed to be in Scary Movie 6 as well. So they call themselves the Fab Four, the Fabulous Four. Anna Faris, Regina Hall, Damon, and Marlon Wayans, all in Scary Movie 6. That made me so excited to hear that. I can't wait. Brenda and Cindy, they're going to be older, obviously. Both women are, I think, in their 50s or close to 50 now. They're obviously not that young anymore. And Anna Faris joked that she didn't take the role in Scary Movie 5 because she was old, but she's older than when Scary Movie 5 came out. So, anyway, we don't know if it's going to be a major role, but I'd imagine if they're coming back, it can't be a cameo. It's got to be a major role, or at least some side role, and maybe you'll introduce a newer character like a Melissa Barrera. But Isaac, how do you feel about this news, brother? Have you watched the Scary Movie franchise?
I watched all of them. I also grew up watching Wayne Bros. I think that their comedy in general right now is a lost art because they don't really make many good comedy films as they used to back then. Scary Movie was a staple to that. Marlon, he's directed and produced tons of movies afterwards, and it sucks they lost the rights to their own baby, Scary Movie. They did their own thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now to see that the original cast, the Fabulous Four, is back. Comedy's back. I think that this is going to be a hit. I think that we could possibly see something afterwards as well. This might not just be one and done. And it's very heartwarming to see the brothers back together that redefined the comedy genre. Love Don't Be a Menace. Mm-hmm. And the one, what's the one where he played a baby too, like a thug baby? Like that was gangsta as hell, bro. Like Little Man. Dog, I love Little Man, and any movie that he made, the Paranormal Activity parody he did, he's just like in your face and ruthless with his delivery. So like nothing but a heartwarming tone. This news settles with me.
Yeah, and now he's off doing a major role next month with him. So I think right now, if and when him succeeds. And then next year, if and when Scary Movie succeeds, I think we're seeing a career renaissance for Marlon Wayans. I think we're seeing a career renaissance for Marlon Wayans here. What do you think?
Jordan Peele could be. I mean, you liked Us?
I did. Did I love Us? No, I liked it though.
I think I wasn't a fan of Us. I feel like he's hit or miss. I know. Again, we talked about last episode.
Wait, hold on. Did you say Jordan Peele is hit or miss?
Dude, it's clickbait. It's
spicy
all clickbait.
Take.
It's put his name on top of the poster. Yeah. I'll bring it. Listen, I don't care who you are. I wasn't a fan of Us. I wasn't a fan of the UFO shit he made.
Nope.
I think that. Nope. That's what I saw. That's what I said when I walked out of the damn movie. I said nope.
You did like Get Out at least, right?
I absolutely, and I love.
All right. Well, I was gonna call you racist if you didn't. So thank God you liked to Get Out. If you
I'm
didn't
a
like
true
any of the
VP2,
three
man.
films,
Let me-
we're gonna
listen.
call racism. Because like,
I'm just-
how
I'm
do you
just
not
listing
how do you
facts
not like
where-
Sinners? Hey, you don't like Jordan Peele? All right, brother. We start to follow trend to hear what's going on.
That's so messed up because like then I grew up like I love shit like that, but like with Jordan, I just feel like it's all clickbait. He didn't even direct it. He produced it. Obviously, he has a big role in the film, but again, clickbait. Let's see. I'm just very realistic, and I'm not gonna jump on. I'm not gonna glaze him. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna glaze Jordan Peele because I know he's a man of many talents. But let's see the art before it's just announced.
True, but now back onto Marlon Wayans though, because Marlon Wayans is gonna be in him. He's I don't want to say the main antagonist, but it seems like he might be the main antagonist. Main antagonist. Then he's gonna be writing, I think, executive producer for Scary Movie, but I gotta look it up just to make sure. Like I said, I think bro is about to be in a career renaissance for himself, and comes Scary Movie
Took
6.
a nice break.
Come Scary Movie 6, I think the movie's going to be a hit, and we're going to get a Scary Movie 7. And maybe, hopefully, this rejuvenates the parody genre, because that is a genre that has become a lost art. No one ever takes it seriously because it's a parody movie. Nobody expects it to win a fucking Golden Globe or anything. It's not going for it. It's going to get a laugh out
Not
of
just
people.
in America too. The Scary Movie film influenced a whole genre, not just in America, but I'm talking about like Bollywood. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the UK. People countlessly replicated that style after a Scary Movie came out.
Exactly. Now, let's do a little bit of speculation here, because we are 20 years removed from Scary Movie 4, the last time we saw Cindy and Brenda in Scary Movie. There have been a lot of horror movies in the last 20 years. Been a lot of movies in the last 20 years. What are some movies that you think they could or should spoof in Scary Movie 6? If I can go first, they gotta spoof weapons. They have to spoof weapons, bro. First of all, let's talk about it. Brenda in Scary Movie 3 was a fucking teacher. So she has to revise her role as a fucking teacher. I think it would be hilarious if all the kids in her class fucking disappeared and her and Cindy have to figure out what the fuck is going on in town. I'm sorry, the main spoof has to, like, the main spoof in Scream Movie 1 was Scream. 2 was basically also Scream, but also like Haunted House, whatever. In Scary Movie 3, the main spoof was The Ring, and then Scary Movie 4, it was mainly The Grudge and War of the Worlds. Not the current War of the Worlds that was ass, but the War of the Worlds in 2005. So I think the main spoof in Scary Movie 6 should be weapons. But also, there's some other movies you can spoof. I think you could talk about some Hereditary, because that's a movie that's been held in high regard over the past decade. If you could get away from horror, because you could spoof some other movies in there. They called themselves the Fab Four. I'm just saying, we should get, in some way, shape, or form, we need to get them cracking a joke at the fucking MCU. They have to crack a joke at the MCU. And it doesn't have to be the Fantastic Four, but I'm just saying, there's an obvious tie between Anna Faris and a certain Marvel character that was portrayed by her ex-husband. So, if they were to portray a Guardians of the Galaxy or an Avengers, maybe Marlon, Damon, and fucking Anna and Brenda all at the end, they all band together and you hear the Avengers theme song and they all go to fight fucking Aunt Medea or whatever fuck there's gonna be in this movie. I don't know, but there's a lot of movies that they think are parody, but the main one is weapons. I think Hereditary is another one. I don't want to see them do Scream again. They literally did it 30 years ago. I don't want to see Scream for a third time. We done it twice. Like, move on. Scream is great. There's 20 years of movies you have to reference. Let's not do Scream again.
There's been a couple of horror bangers they could definitely choose from, but
What do you think? What are some horror bangers you would like to choose?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to stuff like weapons, that has to be it. And we didn't even talk about like the influence that Shining had with some scenes in Weapons that I loved at the end of that. When the mom was punching the door, I think Weapons is the right pick.
Or maybe they can go Sinners, because
even Sinners, Bloodlines with the setting where they're on top of that tall building, and then the events that happened, that could be a quick spoof. I could see something being parodied along the lines of that, because it was like an old school setting too. The possibilities are endless.
Dude, you know what? I think they got to do Sinners, even though Cindy's white, so they're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Maybe the focus is Brendan this time, and maybe like Cindy's trying to get into the juke, and she's like, "Cindy, what's your white ass doing out here, girl? And then they're like, "Wait, you can't invite her inside." She's like, "Brenda, let me in, Brenda. They're chasing me, Brenda." Or some dumb shit. I don't know. They can pull off Sinners. I know they can. They can spoof a bunch of movies, and I'm gonna be there seated day one, no matter what they do, as long as it's not Scream again. But that's how I'm feeling about Scream Movie 6. I'm excited. That really did warm my entire day. But let's talk about a movie that is doing huge right now on Netflix, and it's about to do huge in theaters too. And that is K-pop Demon Hunters. Now, Isaac, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters?
Hell no.
No?
I haven't. No, I honestly don't know much about this. What is it about? K-pop? They hunt demons.
Yes, they are K-pop stars that are at birth. They basically are told by their ancestors that they are meant to protect the universe by basically making songs. And every single year when they do a certain song, it protects the world from demons. And in one year, the demons get through. And that's kind of the gist of it. I don't.
As long as the song isn't Friday by Rebecca Black, you know.
What's your beef with Rebecca Black, bro? That's what I want to know. What is the beef?
I don't know.
I started singing.
What a waste
Friday
of views. What a viral waste. Fun.
She was the first influencer, bro. You better show some damn respect. She was the first.
Was a part of it.
She was the first canceled influencer, bro. Show some respect, brother. Show some respect.
And then you get like the everyone wanted to make music after that. Remember?
She was canceled
every
before
YouTuber
Shane
and their
Dawson
mama
got canceled, brother. Show some respect.
Someone made a Chinese food song after that shit, you know?
Yeah, after her it was Psy with Gangnam Style, all that shit. But listen, you know, Psy actually is Korean. Does he make K-pop too? Maybe he was in K-pop Demon Hunters and I didn't know about it. Anyway, K-pop Demon Hunters, I thought was a really good film.
One song and he's set.
Yeah, he's set for life. I thought it was a really good film. And apparently everyone else does, because K-pop Demon Hunters is now the second most viewed animated film in Netflix history. And it's only been on Netflix for 2 months. That's pretty crazy. Now, it did start blowing up over the last month, but it's pretty crazy. And then on top of that, it reached the Billboard Top 100 #1 spot last week. A movie with a fake band hit the Billboard Top 100. That's insane. And
what a time we're living in.
Yes,
the streaming era is going crazy right now.
But that goes to show you just how passionate and rabid the K-pop stans are, because they came out for the support of this film. So much so that Netflix said, hey, we're going to throw this movie in theaters for 2 days. We're going to have a sing-along for all the little K-pop stans and standouts out there that want to go see the movie and sing along in theaters. And I said in a video, standouts, yes. I said in a video a few days ago that this is not only going to sell out, but I think Netflix is going to ask for an extension and a theatrical run, because it will sell out. And what do you know? Today, we saw the news. Not only did those theaters sell out, but now they're calling for an extended theater run. So, Sooplex Nostradamus strikes again. But to make a long story short, K-pop Demon Hunters is currently running the world right now. It is blowing up again. I don't want to say it's movie of the year. It is not. One thing I should also note, though, is that it is now in the runnings to be screened by all the people who are Oscar voters. Yeah, they're going to be screened to Oscar voters. So there's a very real chance this movie can be nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. Will it win? I don't know. However, I think there's a good chance this movie also could be nominated for Best Cinematic Achievement at the Oscars alongside Nisha 2. which will also be nominated for Best Animated Feature. Isaac, let me ask you. You haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but you said it's a pretty wild time in the streaming world. Elaborate more. Why do you think it's such a wild time?
Oh man, I mean, first before I get into that, I just want, how was the music? Was it like a rave or what?
It's
Like, how was the music
K-pop
in this
music.
song?
I'm not a big K-pop fan. However, I will say the end credit song "Take Down."
I'm not really big into K-pop.
I'm not big into it either.
I loved like anime and
Hey,
You know?
it is very anime coded. The movie's very anime coded. That much I will say.
the main focus, not just in movies right now, I feel, but like just entertainment in general, is going towards streaming services. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like this since the pandemic, but movies like this seem to be a big factor in it. And I mentioned, you know, what era we're living in with like streaming services breaking records, introducing notable releases. We got the news this week that HBO Max is cracking down on password sharing, saying, and I quote, "We're going to get aggressive with
Come on, Michael.
we're going to get aggressive with password sharing." What do you think about getting aggressive with password sharing in HBO Max? Even though I love HBO Max, but
I mean, it's the unfortunate
shame on
reality
you if you share
because
passwords.
Netflix started doing it 2 years ago, and then Hulu started doing it, and then Disney Plus started doing it, and then Peacock started. It was only a matter of time.
Right.
And I think every streaming service will follow suit because they make more money when they have more users, single users, having their own accounts rather
Right.
than family and friend sharing. Because let's be honest, a lot of us growing up, our mothers, our fathers, our cousins, siblings had Netflix accounts, and why the hell would I create my own Netflix account when you have your own and I could just kind of mooch off of that? If you're in the same household,
Yeah, exactly.
we all watch Netflix together on your phone, on your laptop, and your TV, in your living room, in your bedroom. If you went across the country, you could log right into mom's Netflix account and still watch it. Now, you can't fucking do that, which is crazy. But it's just the way of the world right now. I think it sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it as consumers but sign up for and pay more money out of our pockets, unfortunately.
What do you think about the phrasing though? More aggressive. You know, I just don't want HBO to like strangle me.
Unless you're into being strangled, you know, as long as it's consensual, that's all that matters. Aggressively doing it, I mean, are they gonna knock at my door and say, "Hey, we realize that you and your mom are sharing the same account. We have a taser here. Do that."
Ding
again,
dong.
Ding dong.
We're deleting your account.
Exactly.
Ding dong, you can't do that no more. Shame on you.
I'm guessing
Like,
by
what are
aggressively,
they gonna do?
they're going to track down your IP, and if it's not matching, they're just going to, you know, log.
They're
you
sending
out.
your shit to anonymous.
They're already doing it now. So, yeah, when it comes to password sharing, it's one of those things where almost every streaming company is cracking down on it now. So I can't even fault HBO Max for it.
Right.
If everyone else is doing it and they're making more money doing it, I'd do it too if I were HBO Max. So I can't be too upset. We should be upset at Netflix for starting the trend, honestly. If it wasn't for them, all these other places would be following suit. As long as YouTube TV doesn't start doing it,
Right.
all right, whatever. Well, I think there's a couple more things I want to talk about here. New York City Comic Con.
Oh yeah.
Is coming up. You wouldn't know. You live in New York, right? In the heart and soul of New York.
Yeah. So they say.
So they say. So they say. But New York City Comic Con, they just released their list of panels. Marvel is obviously going to be having their own panel. Invincible Season 4 will be having a panel as well. I need to catch up on Season 3, honestly. The Running Man, which comes out in September, which I don't know how that's going to... When is New York City Comic Con? It's September? I thought it was in October.
I thought it was in October as well.
So yeah, I don't know how the Running Man's gonna do that one. Oh, I'm thinking about the Long Walk. Never mind, this is the wrong movie. Anyway, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast reunion. Why? I think probably because there's gonna have a cameo in a certain Avengers movie. Sony Pictures upcoming film slate.
Press.
I think that will likely be for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse because that movie is coming out in 2 fucking years, and I just want to remind you about it now. Blumhouse's upcoming film slate. Well, I don't really know exactly what that could be outside of Five Nights at Freddy's, which comes out the month after. So that's kind of one. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I can't speak too much on that. Bat Fam. The Batman family, maybe. It, Welcome to Derry. I was a big fan of It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, so I'm looking forward to the series. Talamasca, the Vampire Lestat. I have no clue what that is. DCKO, what's next? I'm guessing it's some DC Universe stuff. Mercy, First Look, unfamiliar. X-Men Days of Future Past reunion with James McAvoy, Nicholas Hoult, and Elliot Page. Well, considering X-Men are going to be having an appearance in Avengers Doomsday, why not get the cast together? I wonder if they're going to do an X-Men series before Doomsday. I'm curious about that. I do feel like if they were, they probably would have announced it by now, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm assuming that they're going to announce their slate for Phase 6 here, so we'll see how that goes. Ryan Murphy's The Beauty. Ryan Murphy is he still doing American Horror Story? I used to be a big fan of American Horror Story back in the day, and then, season
I've seen
7,
it in years.
You haven't seen it? Yeah, listen, I actually watched, like, the first 4 seasons rocked. Like, we talking about Murder House, Asylum, Coven, and then,
Carnival.
no, the fourth one, Freak Show. Freak Show, bro, the first 4?
Freak Show.
Solid.
Carnival. I said Carnival. Yeah, Freak Show, yeah.
I mean, listen, after Jessica Lange left, the show went downhill. I was not a big fan of season 5. Season 6, I didn't hate season 6, which was, I believe, Roanoke. I didn't hate season 6. Season 7, Colts, wasn't crazy about it. Then season 8 was the Coven and Murder House, like, merge. I forgot what that was called, but Cody Firm was in it. Cool. Season 9 was 1984. That was the last good season of American Horror Story, because then after that you get into New York City, which was just super gay. And listen, as the bacon and the lettuce gay bacon tomato community, I'm allowed to say it, but yeah, it was a super gay season. Season 11, yeah, the bacon. I put the bacon in the LGBT
Bacon lettuce.
Yes, the lettuce, gay, bacon, tomato community. Yes.
I see what you did there, you little poet.
Anyway,
Respect.
and then season 10, season 11. I don't remember what the fuck the other seasons were. Anyway, American Horror Story at one point was good. Now it's not. If he's doing another series, I hope he doesn't run that into the ground. And Marvel Comics' next big thing. Looks like a good slate. Also, one more thing that's related. I forgot to mention, Marvel and DC are doing a crossover comic series that I believe starts dropping next month. I believe that's going to be the Batman and Wolverine comic. I don't know if did you know about that? The DC.
Whoa.
The DC.
I did not know about this.
Yes, they're doing a crossover series. Batman.
What a duo.
Yes, Marvel, DC, crossover list. They're doing a whole. Listen, I haven't read comic books since I was young, but like I will legitimately probably go out and buy these comics because like this is going to fucking rock. I'm actually very excited for this. I only know right now.
First of its kind. I mean,
no.
insane.
They did crossovers in like the 1980s. Like it's not the very first time it's ever happened, but it's the first time in decades that it's happened. So that's crazy.
Decades.
Oh, Batman and Deadpool. My bad. Not Batman and Wolverine. Batman and Deadpool, which is even funnier. Which is even better. I like that.
Gnarly pick.
Deadpool. There's gonna be like Deathstroke and a few other people and Daredevil and Wonder Woman. Like it's gonna be crazy. I can't wait. I believe the Deadpool and Batman comic drops in September. I haven't been to a bookshop to buy a comic book in years, but I will be there day one for that comic. I might even cover it. Who knows? But of the list I give you, is there any that jumps out at you that you're interested to see at New York City Comic Con if you go?
Oh, definitely X-Men. The X. I want to see what's next, and I know they're patient and very like protective of the brand, and it involves so many individuals that it just leaves me wondering. Like, out of all of those, what is the Running Man?
I don't know what the Running Man is. I thought it was.
Is that what it says? The Running Man.
I thought it was a movie, and then
that's the one that's gonna drop like in September, right?
No, me and you're thinking about the same movie. That's The Long Walk. The Running Man is something else, and I don't know what the Running
Long
Man
Walk.
is.
Yeah.
That movie looks like it's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either, but very incredible list. I'm sure that there's got to be a lot of moments that are going to be notable for press purposes. They usually always do this at New York Comic Con. So my first one was last year, and it was such a experience. The building that they hosted in, it's grandiose as hell. Highly recommend anyone listening that wants to make the trip. It's worth it. It definitely is, and this is coming from someone that went for it for the first time last year. It's a sight.
Yes, I wanted to go this year, but all the tickets are sold out. So maybe next year. But you can cover it for me.
Let's see. Maybe I could get like a media plug or something.
Maybe we shall see. I'll keep my mind open. And one of the last articles I have here is from earlier in the month, but it might be a nothing burger, but I think this is actually really funny. Pop Crave over on Twitter reported that Ariana Grande has started following Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw Productions on Instagram. And then Monkey Paw Productions doubled down with an eye raised emoji. And then he went to repost and retweet Ariana Grande. So it's the same production company that Jordan Peele owns. That doesn't exactly mean that Jordan Peele is making a movie and Ariana Grande has been cast in it. But, let's just assume maybe she...
Who knows? Maybe they could be making a song.
Let's just assume for a second that maybe they're... Like, what role would Ariana Grande fill in, like, a Jordan Peele film? Because, historically, white people don't seem to really do very, very well in Jordan Peele films. So, unless we see...
2 words. The villain.
Unless we see Blockiana... like, Naomi, get your ass in here. Unless we see that Ariana Grande, I don't know how well she's gonna do.
You know how he has the reoccurring one-worded titles? Maybe he's filming Karen. Or, maybe he's filming something like that. Maybe he's doing a good old why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No,
I think that Ariana's on a stroll right now.
No, wait, maybe. What if Cynthia starts following him too? He's doing The Wiz.
I think, listen, man, let's not take away his game. Maybe he has game. I don't know. Maybe they got a little collab in the music realm or something.
I'm down to see how Jordan Peele handles a musical. I feel like a horror musical might work. I mean, fucking Sinners worked.
Yo,
that was kind of sort of a horror musical. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe.
I think that Ariana's on a roll, coming from someone that was introduced not by her music but by her role in Victorious. I think that she's grown significantly since Nickelodeon, and they just dropped the Cat, Sam and Cat. They just dropped the Wicked, I think it's For Good trailer, the final trailer. So that's coming out in November. That's very exciting. Yeah. She's doing big things, and doing things with Jordan Peele that we don't know.
No, man. He's supposed to be dropping a movie next year. He delayed it twice already, so we'll see. But, yeah, that's all I got today. What about you, Isaac? Is there anything you want to talk about before we head out here?
Oh, man. I would love to go down this week's box office. Let's talk about it. Because there's also one film. I'll start from 10. This is the domestic August 8th to August 10th box office chart in America. Number 10, How to Train Your Dragon, breaking 400K.
That movie has
number 9, Smurfs
for me, so I'm actually shocked that it's still doing it.
Yeah,
but let's go.
Crazy. I'll skip to. Let me see.
Go to
let
5.
me skip to. Okay, 9 to. I'll go to 5. The Naked Gun at 8 million.
Wow.
Naked Gun, man.
It just came out, so
good. It was. Just came out, good time, didn't expect high numbers. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 was The Bad Guys 2 at 10 million.
I didn't know there were Bad Guys fans out there. Did you see The Bad Guys 1? Because I'd never seen it.
That's funny.
I didn't even know The Bad Guys 1 existed. I'm not coming for the movie. I genuinely didn't know Bad Guys 1 existed up until Bad Guys 2 came out.
I only saw the second one. And I don't know anything about the first one. The number 3 is Fantastic Four First Steps at 15 million. It's just, this shit, it keeps going down. It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. Number 2, very interesting though. Number 2, and I know you got something to say about this because I didn't see it yet. Would love your thoughts on the film real quick. Number 2, Freakier Friday at 28 million.
Take me away. Take
You gave
me
Lindsay Lohan
away.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Yeah, man. Freakier Friday. It was a fun nostalgia trip. Like, it wasn't a good.
It was mediocre Friday
movie. It was decent. It was decent, and I think it's a fun time for all the mothers and daughters out there. That's as much as I'll say about it. I don't really think.
I'll take your word on it. That's a movie for me. I'll probably stream once it's available.
It's a certified Disney Plus classic. It didn't need to go in theaters, but it was fun to watch with my mother because we grew up watching it and we loving it.
Like I know that it's not a Disney movie, but Fantastic Four. I got Disney vibes from Fantastic Four. Just the comedy and the coloring and the story arc as straightforward as they were with the film. I could see that too. Put it in the same category, but number 1, obviously, Weapons, 43 million right now. It's going up, but 43 million and total gross. Yeah, 43 million. Warner Bros. number 1 in the box office. Weapons, big W for Weapons this week. Yes, Weapons
is absolutely killing and crushing it. What do you think the box office run is going to be by the time it's over?
Educate like 160. 150, 160. I'm
gonna say 200. I might be shooting for the stars there.
Yeah,
maybe 175.
That's some. God bless. Yeah, shooting stars there, but like, dude, rightfully so. Also, original written horror, first of its kind. That is a rare genre to break the 100M bracket. So, kudos to you.
Sinners paved the way.
Other stuff to talk about real quick.
I know you don't want to hear it, but Sinners paved the way. Just saying.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right, y'all got it.
There we go. All right. We have a new behind the scenes photos that have leaked for the new Narnia movie coming out. Narnia the Magicians. Narnia the Magician's Nephew, to be exact. It's expected to release next year, and it's set in 1950s Britain. The film stars the likes of Emma McKay, Daniel Craig, Harry Mulligan, and Meryl Streep. 1950s Britain. Narnia. Can't wait to sing along. Yeah, a lot of bottles of water and love Lion Witch and Wardrobe. Did you enjoy that Lion Witch and Wardrobe film they had years ago though? It was years ago.
Bro, it was 05.
Do kids read books anymore?
Bro, it was 05 when that came out. I didn't remember liking it when I first saw it. Honestly, it creeped me out. So I'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, the half goat thing.
Yeah, the Mr. Tumnus creeped me the hell out. But hey, listen. Greta Gerwig, she did her thing with Barbie. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. The Chronicles of Narnia.
Can't wait to see pink. Where they go with
make it all pink.
Make it all pink and sparkly and give them a yellow brick road. I think that kids don't read books anymore. There's a TikTok generation and they missed the ball completely years after. But curious to see where they go with that. In other news, it's reported that Johnny Depp is in talks of returning as Jack Sparrow with Disney in a new Pirates of the Caribbean film that's currently being written. What do you think about
you're
that?
A Caribbean guy, not a Caribbean guy? I'm a Caribbean guy, I'll be honest.
Nah, man.
Nah. I saw the flag in the background. I should have known. Yes, Pirates of the Caribbean, goddammit. The Caribbean is the place. The Caribbean is the movie. That is where I stand 10 toes on that, bro.
But it's spelled the same.
I don't care. I stand 10 toes on it. Caribbean.
Oh, man.
The place. The area. The location. Caribbean. The movie. What do they call it in the movie? They call it the Caribbean. What do they call it in the trailers?
Yeah, but they
call it Pirates of the Caribbean.
Who knows what they were doing?
No. If you pull up a trailer of Pirates of the Caribbean, whatever the last one was, I guarantee you he will say Caribbean. They never said Pirates of the Caribbean, man. They never said that, bro.
You know, Johnny Depp and his finger rings. You know, Johnny Depp was like Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
Listen, if they colonized the word Caribbean, then they successfully did it because that is what I'm calling it now.
I think it's a cool like redemption arc for Johnny Depp after the whole Amber Heard stuff. So it's about damn time.
Maybe he'll call by the politically. Maybe they'll go political correctness and like, okay, guys, it's Pirates of the Caribbean now.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Did you see the new trailer that came out of Timothy Chalamet's Ping Pong movie?
Yes, Marty Supreme.
Shyamalan.
Tyler the Creator is in it. Fran Drescher. I'm like, where's Fran Drescher been at all these years? Oh, I was about to do her voice. I can't do her voice anymore.
Yeah,
Mr. Sheffield. I don't know. I can't do her voice anymore. I used to be able to do it when I was younger.
What do you listen to Tyler Creator?
I do, man. Big Poe. I was listening to Big Poe earlier. Why are you acting like you don't know Big Poe?
Do you have a favorite album?
Oh, okay. Igor.
It's tough.
Igor.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, Igor.
Yes, Igor is definitely my
number
favorite.
one.
No,
number two for me. Number two.
If go ahead.
Number two for me, Wolf. Quick one up, yeah.
Okay.
Wolf was great. And number three would be Bastards. Maybe. I don't know. Don't Tap That Glass was great.
It was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a nice little bop for the summer. For me, my top three for him. Like I said, number one is Igor. Number two, it's really a toss-up between Call Me When You Get Lost and Flower Boy, but I'm going to say Call Me If You Get Lost. And then three, I'm going to say it's Goblin, because Goblin is what got me into Tyler, the Creator. That's what got all the edgy little teenagers into Tyler, the Creator. That's Loiter Squad, Tyler, the Creator. So, number three is Goblin. Number two, Call Me If You Get Lost. And number one is Igor. For me. Oh, no. He's upset. I must have chose wrong. Well, anyway, I think he froze on us. Hold on. Wait a minute. Come back to us. Oh no. I think he exited. We'll have to circle back and see if we'll have to call him in, guys. Hold on. We're doing this live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live, goddammit. We'll call him in one more time. One more time.
Teaser for him being in the Avengers. He posted Anarchy A on top of the Avengers symbol.
Well, hold on. Stop. Because how long were you talking? Because you froze, and when I came back, you just started talking about the Avengers.
Like literally 10 seconds. Like 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, now that we're done talking about Tyler, now get into your point. Start over again, because we...
with Tyler, no, like he's just very committed to debuting, and he's very excited. I saw a behind the scenes interview, and he seems invested and also motivated more than ever. And it's really cool that when artists like break out of their own medium to branch out,
this is
that's
his
always
first feature film, right?
Not
not Loiter.
First one ever, yeah. And he's already like directed his own music videos, and he's had what's the Adult Swim Loiter Squad. He had Loiter Squad. He produced himself. That was like a comedic hit. So he's going in a different direction for the better, and he's just growing up and blossoming like a little flower boy. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Ryan Reynolds posted the teaser for Deadpool possibly joining the Avengers. You saw that?
Oh, that's what I was trying to avoid. Boo! Spoilers, boo! You know, earlier when I said, "Oh, I saw this article,"
Yeah,
but I don't then you went this fucking side anyway. Boo.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, now the cat's out of the bag. Yes, I did see that Deadpool is going. Well, we kind of could have figured that out from Deadpool Wolverine with the TVA and all stuff. We kind of could have figured that out, honestly. What his role is going to be, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing about having a huge ensemble cast, is that everybody's going to get screen time, but probably screen time of 5 to 10 minutes each. So how much of Deadpool we're going to see is going to be the real question, because at the end of the day, Deadpool is a rated R character in a PG-13 movie. So I don't think we're going to see as much Deadpool as we think we're going to, for that reason alone. Maybe he gets killed off.
I think he's He's smart though. He got people talking. He knew what he was doing. So it was pretty smart. Yeah. Paramount Plus has bought the rights to exclusively stream UFC events in the United States today. That's insane.
That's is crazy. Considering WWE just got the rights to ESPN. I thought ESPN was taking the UFC too, but I guess not. TKO
there seems to be a big refresh button in TKO.
TKO splitting up the family already. Yeah. I hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Curious to see it as well. I mean, I follow UFC here and there, like on and off. Not as much as wrestling, but it's definitely a thriving industry that fans love and will continue loving no matter what happens. Again, this goes to show like we're in the middle of a very interesting streaming service era right now. Whether it's that or HBO telling people to stop being mean. And also, I had to bring this up because we didn't last time, man. Last note I wanted to bring up. Let's talk about it. Mortal Kombat 2, dude.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2. Not Mortal
Kombat 1. This is the game that got me into YouTube.
Not the game Mortal Kombat 1.
Not the game. Not the game yet.
Except for me, I liked Mortal Kombat 1, but I guess I'm the outlier here.
They reached record. Mortal Kombat 2 reached record-breaking numbers as far as social media views with their trailer. What do you thought of the trailer? Did you see it?
I did. We saw Bald Jade, which was interesting. But no, I'm thrilled for it. I mean, we get to see a lot of characters that were in the first one. Liu Kang and Raiden and Cabal. Like I'm excited. I mean, is it gonna be like this hot new like renaissance for the Mortal Kombat franchise? Probably not. But I think it could be substantially better than the first. I'm not huge on Carl Urban's portrayal of Johnny Cage. I don't want to be ageist, but I think he's a little too old for the role. And he doesn't embody Johnny's narcissistic flair
aura
that is in the game. Or aura. He doesn't embody that. He was hired because he's a name. I'm not saying he's not good, but he is a name. And I think that is a big reason why he was cast for the role. However, they should have casted somebody else. No hate to Carl Urban, but I think they should have casted somebody else to be Johnny Cage. It's not going to dissuade me from seeing the movie, but it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Right. That confirms Mortal Kombat 3 featuring Pedro Pascal. I think that the trailer was pretty good. Baraka was amazing. The detail in his facial,
Baraka.
The characteristics. Baraka. I'm talking.
You're talking about the badly CGI'd like mouth Baraka? Like I thought that. Bro, dude, I think the CGI on that was terrible, dude. What?
He's meant to be ugly.
No, I'm talking about the CGI on his mouth was terrible. I knew he's supposed to be ugly. Like, Isaac, you wanna go do like that, Isaac?
I knew he was supposed to be ugly, but not that ugly.
I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help but reference
I love
Dashie, bro.
I love Dashie. Dashie's an awesome dude.
No, Baraka.
I think that's gonna be better than the first one.
CGI just looked bad. And why is Dashie not voice acting for Baraka? That's my next question.
Yeah, Dashie should totally at least be like a background character, and I think that this is gonna be better than the first one. For Mortal Kombat fans listening right now, they referenced a lot of the visuals from Scorpion's arc, him in hell, fighting in hell, Noob Saibot in the mix, bunch of new characters, different realms, and also introducing the tournament. I'm talking about not CZW, but the Tournament of Death, where you gotta fight to the death. And off-rip trailer showed too much possibly, but it does look better than the first one.
They did show a lot in the trailer. They showed a lot.
I think the things that they learned from the first film that released in HBO Max during the pandemic was definitely listening to the fans more. Definitely following a more accurate story, focusing on more than one character. And even though this does look centered towards Johnny Cage, I love that they're introducing new characters. You see Noob there, Kano's back, Kano, his annoying ass, Bang Song, and just Melina was even teased in this. They listen to the fans. It looks more brutal, looks more violent, and latest trailer ended with Scorpion doing like a fatality, splitting a guy in half. So we can see a lot of video game references in this one, and can't wait to see what happens with Mortal Kombat 2.
I'm very, very much looking forward to more. And that's October, right? Or is that November?
It's October. It's coming right up.
Yeah, man. And then December, Five Nights at Freddy's. Can't wait.
Yeah.
My hands got like Birdman.
Yeah.
But is that all the news you have for us, Isaac?
That's all we got for this week, and next week we have Peacemaker 2 coming up, season 2.
Official announcements.
Can't wait to see that.
Myself and Isaac will be covering the Peacemaker season 2 every single week on this page, on this channel, whatever you're watching us on. We will be back to talk about Peacemaker season 2. I have season 1 to catch up on, and Creature Commandos, which I know is now canon in the DCU. But I'm going to catch up on all that in the next coming weeks. And then next Thursday, we'll be back here to talk about Peacemaker season 2. Shout out to all my boys who went to the premiere a few days ago and saw basically almost all the season. Fuck them, but I love them too. Anyway, this has been Sooperplex episode 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. Shout out to everybody watching this right now. I appreciate every single one of you for giving me a chance to be your movie guy alongside my good friend Isaac Sooperkick. This has been a Sooperplex podcast, and we will talk to you all later. Peace.